My name is Ira Smith, president of Ira Smith Trustee and Receiver Inc. First, we hope that you and your entire family continue to be safe, healthy, and secure during this coronavirus pandemic. Ira Smith Trustee and Receiver Inc. is fully operational. Both Brandon Smith and myself are available. We are holding all meetings by telephone or video chat. So if you have any questions at all about this Brandon blog or anything else at all, feel free to reach out to us. Give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We would love to hear from you. Today's Brandon's blog is titled NRA in the News Update, My Canadian View of the Deceptive NRA Bankruptcy Case Dismissal. Recently, a federal judge in Texas dismissed their Chapter 11 bankruptcy case. Brandon describes what it was all about, why the Chapter 11 filing was dismissed, and relates it to the Canadian insolvency experience to see what the similarities might be. So I hope you can watch until the end of the video, because I know you will get value from it. In January 2021, the National Rifle Association filed for bankruptcy protection under Chapter 11 of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code. At that time, Brandon wrote his blog, National Rifle Association Files for Bankruptcy, Announces Plan to Move to Texas for Freedom. This is now an update. In that last blog, Brandon described the NRA filing and why they filed. In this update, Brandon describes the news of the Department of Justice having gone to court to oppose the bankruptcy filing on the basis, amongst other things, that the NRA is not insolvent. The case was heard by a federal bankruptcy judge in Texas, a very gun-friendly state. And he came to the conclusion that the NRA Chapter 11 filing should be dismissed because it wasn't a regular filing based on insolvency or based on a huge monetary judgment claim against it that it would never be able to pay off. No, the judge found that the evidence showed that the only reason for their filing was to try to frustrate the New York State Attorney General, who's going after the NRA to try to get it dissolved because of financial improprieties, including spending millions of dollars for personal expenses. In the blog below, Brandon goes through a great amount of detail. Why did the NRA file for bankruptcy? How they thought bankruptcy might help them reincorporate. They wanted to kill off the New York State registered NRA, even though their head office is in Virginia, and reincorporate down in Texas. Is the bankruptcy justified? The NRA bankruptcy, as Brandon explains, was not justified. But he goes through the issues in the Canadian insolvency system for when a bankruptcy filing is justified. Brandon then discusses the judge's findings in dismissing the NRA bankruptcy filing and whether or not in the Canadian insolvency system a filing can be either annulled or set aside by a judge. And then finally, Brandon speaks about, now that the NRA bankruptcy case is dismissed, what happens next? So down below, Brandon goes through a lot more detail than I'm able to in this short video. But I hope you will be able to take the time to read it, because I know you will find it very informative. Again, the Ira Smith team hopes that you and your entire family remain safe, healthy, and secure during this coronavirus pandemic. Ira Smith Trustee and Receiver Inc. is fully operational. Both Brandon Smith and myself are available to answer any questions you may have about this Brandon blog or anything else. We are holding all meetings either by telephone or video chat. So feel free to reach out, ask us a question, send us an email, give us a phone call. We would love to hear from you.